and gentlemen, the legend himself, Alex Becker from the last crypto gaming bull market is back, and back with the banger because he's made a video on how to make 100x with tiny crypto coins. Now, this video is 50 minutes long. For some people, they don't want to watch the full 50 minutes. You probably should, but if you don't want to do it, I'm going to be breaking it down in 10 minutes or less. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. We're going to be breaking it down all the way from the narratives to the things to look forward to in terms of coins. And by the way, none of this is financial advice. This is simply Alex Becker's little opinions on what he's going to be doing to take full advantage of this crypto gaming bull cycle. So let's get into what the man, the myth, the legend himself has gone ahead and said. And the first thing he talked about was Cardano, funnily enough, because he's always making fun of it. But he did talk about how he played Cardano in the last cycle to make a metric ton of money. So what he noticed was that when the Ethereum run had initially happened, Cardano began to start skyrocketing in price. And skyrocketing it did, because it went from a pretty damn low price point back in 2020 all the way to, what was it, like $1.50 to $2 over in early 2021. Insane cycle. But the thing was that, people weren't really looking into the tokens within the Cardano ecosystem. But good for Alex Becker, because Alex Becker went ahead and focused 150% on researching the best coins to get into for the Cardano run. And he did do that. He got into Card Starter, which did an astronomical run shortly after Cardano started hitting those higher points. How did he predict this? Well, simply put, he went ahead, put all of his eggs in terms of research in one specific sector. He became extremely good at it, which is why he's so good at crypto gaming now, because he spends so much time doing it. It's why we in the channel know so much about crypto gaming, because every single day I'm looking at crypto gaming, right? I wake up, look at crypto gaming. So he went into Card Starter, he learned it, and ended up taking profits at the end of the bull cycle. So great for him. He did wonderful in that Cardano play. A lot of people are going to go ahead and ask how the heck that happens and how that's even a possibility. Well, Alex Becker kind of broke it down pretty simple. Every single sector has the equivalent of Bitcoin. It has the grandfather of the entire sector, the leader that goes ahead and gives the quote-unquote weather report, as Elio Trades goes ahead and says. And for the crypto gaming sector this cycle around, it is Immutable X. Immutable X is the largest coin by market cap and is also the largest infrastructure play, which Alex Becker loves infrastructure plays in the entire space. He goes ahead and says that, when Immutable X runs, then there's other ecosystem plays that will be running right after. A good example of this one was when Immutable X ran up earlier this month. You saw an 119% run, but on other infrastructure plays such as Mira, which he also pointed out in this video, it's running up even more, 261%. What people end up doing is they cycle their profits from Immutable to Myriad and then to the things that are smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. He did go ahead and emphasize, though, that there is no necessity right now to overcomplicate your life, to go ahead and grab 30 different crypto coins and try to pick the best coin ever, because he thinks that no matter what, to be honest, these coins are so undervalued from where they were in the last cycle that the likelihood of them hitting all-time highs and beyond is it's not that crazy. It's really not that crazy, especially if Immutable X, with Polygon developing their new partnership, goes ahead and just absolutely smashes it. Who cares? That's perfectly fine. Next question you're probably going to have that Alex Becker went ahead and covered is, how do I time these tops? How do I get into these plays like Altura that Alex Becker got into back in 2021, which he absolutely killed it on, getting an over 30x gain on his investment into Altura? Well, he talks about Bitcoin super cycles and how Bitcoin tends to react in these bull cycles. He says that typically speaking, Bitcoin has around 20% corrections every cycle. And so what he's saying right now, if you're looking into the space right now in crypto gaming and you're worried about possibly the top being there, he says, first off, he thinks that one of the corrections has maybe already happened when we had the Binance FUD, but another one possibly coming, he doesn't care. He's going to continue to accumulate. When Bitcoin gets to 60K, yeah, he's going to be aggressively selling. And that's exactly what he said, because he has infamous paper hand-itis, and he actually advocates for people to have paper handitis and sell into these pumps. Sell 50%, 50%, 50%, 50%. Inevitably, you're going to sell at these tops if you're selling all the time. You shouldn't be holding for this thing to go up 30x, because the likelihood is if you wait for it to go up 30x, you're probably going to also wait until it goes all the way back down. Because if you aren't holding and you're not selling, you're doomed. I'm sorry. You need to sell into these pumps. When Playable ended up 10xing this month, absolutely, I took some profit. Everybody should be taking profits into these plays no matter what, because, you can't time things perfectly, and you shouldn't act like you can time things perfectly. So stop, having the whole fantasy of I'm going to 30x and I'm not selling until I 30x. Take some profit, get the pressure off of you, and it will allow you to make more calculated decisions. So next narrative he talked about was the War Hero Veterans. I know what that sounds like, but he's pretty much talking about those coins that were on the old crypto bull run cycle that have survived, because there is one very important thing that has changed between this cycle and the last cycle. One of the coins that he ended up pinpointing was Illuvium. Illuvium had a massive run in 2021. I mean, I don't even think I need to put it, right? $40 all the way to $1,700. I think it went even higher at some point. Yeah, I don't even want to look at that. 2,868, right? Huge gains. It's not even funny, the gains that ended up happening. Obviously, the supply was an absolute mess at the time. And here's the thing that ended up happening. If we see the price versus the market cap, these are massively different charts because of the fact that Illuvium's tokenomics are terrible for bear markets. And that was the case for a lot of these different crypto gaming tokens. People got totally wrecked when the crypto gaming bear market came, and he thinks that if you're holding past 40%, you are a loser, is pretty much what he was saying. So you want to make sure that you look into these projects that did absolutely phenomenal, that made a name for themselves as a staple in the crypto gaming space and still have strong fundamentals to this day, have built out and have survived. And not only that, their tokenomics have become significantly better because they've been around so long that a lot of those VCs that got in early took that profit and rode it all the way down. Now, all of a sudden, the tokenomics are so much more attractive than they were before, to the point where Illuvium is now doing the exact opposite effect now that people are looking back into crypto gaming. Because guess what? They are a household name. When people think about crypto gaming, one of those games sure as hell is Illuvium. And Illuvium is on top of the world right now on crypto gaming. So, whenever they think about crypto gaming, they're thinking about stuff like Sand, they're thinking about stuff like Decentraland, they're thinking about stuff like Illuvium, Gala, etc., etc. And that's why these coins are performing so well, and why he's not worried about the fact that Illuvium is already worth $400 million, because he thinks that the market cap for these things can go significantly higher in terms of this bull cycle alone. And so those are the key things to focus on. He talked about several other coins in general, but for the most part, he kind of did the whole DD thing. Like, he's super bullish on infrastructure plays because of the fact that he thinks that, a lot of these games are going to be building their own blockchains out. Mutable gives people the opportunity to build side chains, and that's why a lot of people are very bullish on infrastructure plays, because at some point, all these games are going to be looking for all these different side chains with the technology all built out, and these infrastructure plays that are building all of this out are going to have partnerships with pretty much every game out there. I mean, they've been working on these partnerships during the entire bear market, and now they're finally getting to that point where they are able to activate it all and more than pressure that button to make things happen. And of course, Alex Becker touched base on a little bit more than this, but I wanted to give you the key points so that you could get as much information out as I could give you in a 9-minute video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I bring you crypto gaming content every single day. Until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.